Surah An-Naml, the chapter in which word An-Naml is mentioned, meaning the ants. Name of chapter has no more significance than this. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of God, the most compassionate, the most merciful. The most compassionate and the most merciful means that no one is more compassionate and more merciful than Allah, God or Creator. How He is most compassionate? It means that He has too much sympathy for the people that even if they do too many sins, He is ready to forgive them as long as people themselves are seeking for guidance. He is too much merciful that no one else can be more merciful than Him, that even if people have strayed for years and years in the wrong path, He is ready to give them guidance, but the condition is that people themselves should be seeking for guidance or the right path. This surah consists of two portions. In first portion, Allah says, people who believe in hereafter, for them Quran is a guidance and a good news of rewards. People who do not believe in hereafter will get worst punishment and they will be the greatest losers. Reason is that believing in hereafter makes a person obedient and submissive to God's guidance, and he lives life accordingly. While non-believer become eager for the worldly life, which in turn makes it impossible for him to submit himself before God and to accept the moral restrictions. After this introduction, historic figures are presented signifying three types of characters. The first type is characterized by Pharaoh, the chiefs of Samud, the rebels of Prophet Lot. These were all careless of the accountability of the hereafter and had consequently become slaves to the worldly desires. These people did not believe even after the miracles were presented to them. They were all seriously punished. The second type of character is that of Prophet Solomon, who had been extremely blessed by God with wealth, kingdom, and glory. Since he regarded himself as answerable before God and knew that whatever he had was only due to God's bounty, he was obedient to God and there was no arrogance in his character. Third type is that of the Queen of Saba, who ruled over a wealthy and famously known nation in the history of Arabia. She possessed all those means of life which could cause a person to become proud and arrogant. She was born into a culture of polytheism, shirk, which was not only an ancestral way of life with her, but she had to follow it in order to maintain her position as a ruler. Therefore, it was extremely difficult for her to give it up and adopt monotheism, Tawheed. However, when the truth was made known to her, nothing could stop her from accepting it. She did not think herself free from accountability before God. So the conclusion is that belief in hereafter makes a person responsible, obedient to God, and gives a sense of accountability which improves a person's character. Second portion of Surah is about worshipping only one God and believe in hereafter. Worshipping only one God. Look at the signs of Allah in skies and earth, O non-believers. What do these signs show? Is there another God who did all this with Allah? Is there any deity to be worshipped along with Allah? Is there a deity to be compared with Allah? Is Allah not best who guides you through the darkness of the land and sea? Is Allah not the best who begins creation and then repeats it, and who provides for you from the heaven and earth? Is there a deity with Allah? Produce your proof if you are truthful. Allah is above all those things, whatever they associate with Him. For example, Jesus, Moses, or any false god. Belief in hereafter. Non-believers have no knowledge about the life after death. They are in doubt about it. Rather, they have completely denied the hereafter. They say, when we and our forefathers will become dust, how is it possible to bring us out of the graves? Well, travel through the earth and observe how was the end of the non-believers, criminals. Fulfillment of the promise of resurrection is really very close. Allah is full of bounty for the people, but most of them do not show gratitude. Indeed, your Lord will judge between them by His wise judgment, and He is the exalted in might. Definitely, dead and deaf cannot hear the warnings, especially when they turn their backs retreating. Just imagine the day when we will gather people from each nation who used to deny our verses in the world. God will ask, you denied my verses even though you didn't have any knowledge about them, and the decision of infinite punishment of fire will be made for them, and they will not be able to speak, as they will know that the decision is right. See how God is informing you the consequences in time, so that you are warned and correct yourself. Is He not merciful and kind to His creation then? On the other hand, believers who come on that day with good deeds will get more rewards than their deeds. Indeed, God is merciful and kind. This Quran is a clear guidance and a warning for whole humanity. All praises be to God. Your Lord is aware of what you do.